welcome to week 4 of belly dancing for beginners with me, Lindsey Marie Silver, here at Little Egypt Studio in Scotland. In this session, I'm going to share with you 2 fundamental traveling steps that are used in Middle Eastern dance and also in modern belly dance. We'll also enjoy lots of shimmies and some releasing movements for your spine and the muscles of your waist. It's going to be lots of good fun. Let's dive in. We're all set. So in this session, oh my goodness me. So we're going to go deeper into our journey of traveling with belly dance steps. And I thought we'd look at 2 separate movement steps. So stepping patterns. One of them is a traditional step, and it has its origins in a folkloric dance, a traditional dance. So over here in Scotland, we have Ceilidh dancing, and they have set patterns to those dances. And in parts of the Middle East, they have their own kind of stepping patterns, traditional dances, such as Lebanese circle dances or dabke. So we're going to be looking at the origins of one of those dances, the steps that are utilized in belly dance. And then also, I thought we'd have lots of fun with a step touch with a hand and arm pattern. And this is maybe a movement that you've done before, but it's really nice just to break that down and really get a look and a feel for what's happening when we're dancing with that. So all of that, and on top of that, let's have lots and lots of fun with some shimmies. How does that sound? Give me a big shimmies. Love it. Love it, Paulette. Okay, so we're all good to go here. Wow, it is fully raining. I don't know if you can hear that, but that is super loud. I thought we'd escaped all the showers. Seems not. Okay, so we're kicking off just a little bit later than planned. Here we go. We're going to be dancing with Siren Dream. Oh, what's happening here? Oh no, we're good. We're good. Okay. So let's come into center then. Let's come into your basic stance. Let's spread out through the toes, relax and release through the feet and ankles. Sweep relaxation up through legs, tuck the hips to neutral. From here, you're going to lift through the rib cage, bring the shoulders all the way round and down. Chin and head into alignment, sinking deep down into that sensation of alignment. As you take a deep breath in, breathing out, just take a moment to relax through your whole body. I'm going to raise the shoulders all the way up to the ears and drop. Lift up, drop. Let's do a couple more of those. And sometimes it's when we do this movement right here that we start to realize that actually we're walking around with lots of tension through shoulders. All right, let's take that low. Let's elevate the hands up towards the sides. Then let's come with the slide of the hip out to the side. Nice. Through center, slide to the other side. Center, slide. Center, slide, center, slide. So you want to try keep that alignment all the way through and keep your height nice and steady, keep it stable. So we're enjoying this slide movement of hips right now to help warm up through the muscles of legs, hips, belly, waist, back. Nice. So you want to keep that line of your hips parallel with the ground. Imagine gently pulling on your hip scarf there, your coin belt, and that draws you out to one side and then out to the other. Let's bring the hands all the way up, over your head. You can make that movement a little bit faster now. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, well done. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So that movement can become a little bit smaller and faster. Whee! Make it big and slow. Perhaps bring in that weaving arm. Oh, that's gorgeous. Flowing with that movement. Nice. All right, let's anchor through the low half then, and let's move through the upper half. We're going to slide the rib cage out to the side, bring it back into center. Now, each time that we do this movement, of course, your ability to do more of that movement is increased. Your flexibility and your range of motion increase. So as you come out to the side, perhaps you could try and make that movement a little bit bigger as you come out to the side. Out to the side. Now bring your focus and your awareness towards the hips. Try keep the hips nice and still and steady. Good. And we're sliding the rib cage directly across. Bring the hands all the way up and round. And we can come bring that slide up into head to finish. Wow. Amazing. So it's really nice to use those slide movements as part of our warm-up. Right now, help yourself to some hydration. And then let me explain to you this traveling step that we're going to be looking at. So we're looking at two separate ones today. So first of all, let's have a little look at, let's go first off with a step touch movement. So this is a pattern. A step touch can be placed with lots and lots of different hand patterns, arm patterns throughout belly dance. Now the step touch is used very frequently in belly dance to travel across the stage, across a restaurant, across your bedroom, whatever it happens to be. It's a movement that actually, it has its origins way back in Middle Eastern dance, in traditional folkloric dances, but more recently in belly dance, it's entered into modern belly dancing round about 1970. Round about then, it became extremely popular as a traveling step in belly dance. So let's have a little look just at that step touch right now, and then let's add in that arm pattern that we're going to be using in this session. So first of all, let me just say to you that just like the other traveling steps that we've looked at, this can be placed with a staccato masculine energy or a serpentine feminine energy. So for now, let's just kind of have a look at a neutrality. Let's go for somewhere in the middle of both of those. So what you're going to be doing is you're going to be stepping, and the other foot is going to come to touch. So let's start off, say we're stepping on our right foot. You're going to step with a flat foot. And this can have many variations as you go through your belly dance journey, but for now, right now, in beginner's belly dance, let's use a flat foot. So you're stepping on the whole foot, and you're going to shift your weight into that leg. Yep. Then what you're going to do with your weight in your right leg is you're going to pick up your left leg, and you're going to touch. So you come up onto the ball of your foot, so it's not a hyperextension, it's just a little bit of a lift through the heel. And what you're going to do is touch towards roundabout alignment with the other foot. So toes are in alignment, balls of the feet are in alignment. The heel of one side is lifted and the heel of the other is flat down on the ground. Your weight is still on your right side. Then what you're going to do is you're going to step fully on the left side. So you're actually going to step forward now. So you're repeating this pattern on the other side of your body. You're going to step forwards, and as you come forward, shift your weight into your left leg. All your weight is on your left leg. You could literally Bring the other leg and do this. The weight is in the left leg. I'm of course mirroring for you now. This is actually my right leg. So with this here, what you're going to do is you're going to touch on the right side, touch that foot down. Weight is still in the left leg, but as we step now, we're going to step on the right foot again. So here we go. We've done one side, then the other, and we're coming back to the original movement. So you're here, you've stepped, then you're going to shift your weight forwards, propel yourself forwards gently so that your weight is over the top of that foot, over the top of that knee. Make sure you've got a bend through both knees all the time. As you know, that is like a regular thing in your entire belly dance journey. Have a nice soft bent knee. It's going to serve you well. It's going to protect your knee joint. So from here, we're going to pick up that step with touching with the ball of the foot. So let me just lift all of this here and let you just really see what's happening. So we're in here. So we're going to step right, touch, left. Step left, touch, right. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Good? All good? All right, let's try that a little bit faster then, shall we? So we're here. So you could just bring your hands onto your hips or out to the side in an elevation, whichever works for you. So we're going to step right touch left, left touch right, right touch left, and left touch right. Nice. Let me just turn for you and show you what that looks like traveling the other way. Ready? And right touch left, left touch right, right touch left, and left touch right. Beautiful. Now, if we count that with a 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and, there is an understanding, an unwritten decision rule, you might say, that the and is slightly faster than the number count. Just keep that in mind. That is not essential or crucial to your learning right now, but it will help you going forwards. So just keep that in mind. So shall we try that to some music? Okay, let's give that a go. So really what you're doing is on the number counts, you're traveling, and then on the and counts, it's a pickup step. So you pick up the distance. Oh, what's happening here?
واحد.
Okay, we're good.
اثنان ثلاثة أربعة.
Are you ready? Okay, here we go. And step, touch, step, touch, step, touch, step, touch, step. You can take that in a circle if you want to. Hips are in neutral. You're in alignment. You've got a nice open chest. Step, touch. Pelvic floor muscles are lightly engaged. Step, touch, step. A little bit faster. Here we go. Step, touch, 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 step, touch. Okay, so this is traveling directly forwards. You can bring a directional change with that movement. We'll look at that in another session, but for now, this is what we're working with. So, let's play some. So this might be enough for you in terms of learning at beginner's stage, but if you feel you'd like a little bit more to really bite off, sink your teeth into, chew over, then let's have a little look at an arm pattern that works really gorgeously with this. And you might have done this before with me or with another teacher. You might have seen this movement done, but you might not have actually thought about it and really broken it down and begun to feel it and its origins, the tradition behind it. So let's have a little think then of what might look nice. So within belly dance, quite often our arms are used to highlight a certain directional change, or maybe to highlight one side of the body. If something is about to happen on that side of the body, it's nice to prepare your audience for that so that they don't miss it. And also it can create really beautiful lines Your arms can create really beautiful lines highlighting the feminine form, you know, whatever that shape is that you're creating. So keep that in mind as well. So what we're going to be doing here is working with a variation of an L-shaped arm. So if L-shaped arm is here, or here, or here, or here. See that there? Okay, so you've got one arm comes directly up. So it comes upwards like this. Now as you do this, make sure that you've got bent to your knees and your hips are tucked under in neutral. Use your pelvic floor muscles. The reason that I say this is as soon as we go raising our hands up over our head, singularly or double, what can happen is this hyperextension of the back creeps in. And not only is that going to look kind of a bit muddy in your dancing, it might actually give you a sore back. And we definitely don't want to do that. So we want to refine and define your movements. And we want to make sure that you're getting all of the beautiful benefits of your dance. So as you raise your hand upwards, make sure at the same time as you do that, just automatically in your brain connect the two. If my hands are moving beyond neutral, shoulder height here, a lateral raise, what am I doing with the rest of my body? I'm sinking down, which you can do because what you did is you elevated and elongated your whole body. So you don't actually lose anything in terms of height really because you've created this appearance of being longer anyway. So you're here and at the same time engage through your pelvic floor muscles, tuck the hips under in neutral. All right, so we've got one arm coming upwards with that little tweak there of just bringing your focus and awareness to that. And then the other arm, let's bring it directly out in front of us. Okay, so it's here. Just try that on that side for me. And then we're going to switch, bring your hands in together and switch to the other side. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to start to circle the hands round. So have a little think about what you would need to do in order to move this hand up like this one. So you're going to bring it up like this, aren't you? This one here, you would bring down your body and out in front of you. And as you bring it out in front of you, there is this element of flexion through your wrist. So you're going to extend through your wrist like that. And the fingers, you're going to press your fingers into the movement. So one is here and one is here. And from there, you're going to bring one hand down, the other hand comes up or soften through your fingers. And then you're going to come out like this, pressing out and up, out, and up, out, and up, out, and up. So you have this circular revolving motion that comes into play. And it's not dissimilar to when we do a movement like this, only it's directly forwards. So you're creating this orb-like shape, this circular flow of energy, and it is very much the flow of energy. And so this comes back to traditional folkloric dances of Egypt and the Middle East in general, this flowing movement here. In ancient Persia, they danced movements that then formed poetry, and it was very much about planetary alignment. And so you could consider this movement here to be the illustration of planetary alignment. Wow! Okay, so what you're going to do here now is you're going to step and touch. And as you do that, you're going to bring the opposite arm out. So you're going to step and bring one hand out. Okay, so if we step on our right, you're going to bring the left outwards. Yep, and then as you touch, you're going to bring that arm up and bring this one out. And then here you're going to step, yep, touch, step, touch. And what you can do is bring your hand to the back of your head. So rather than slide it down the side of your body, it's really nice if you bring it just behind your head. This really frames your face. It's really beautiful elegant movement. And just draw your gaze slightly upwards. So let's place that together then. So we're here. So you're going to step on one side and raise your arm outwards with the other side. So you're going to step on your right and raise the left upwards. So you can place your hand on your hip on the other side to start. We're here, and then you're going to touch. Yep. Step, touch, step, touch, step, touch. Now, as you come into that touch, pause. You bring your hand on the back of your head, and this hand should be fully out. That means that everything's in flow, everything's synchronized up. So as you bring your hand here, you're stepping, you're here, and then you touch, you're out here. Step, touch, step, touch, step, touch, step, touch. We can go into this in a lot more depth, and we will do in a coming course, perhaps in intermediates, but let me just leave you with that for now, and let's dance that. Let's really dance that through with some amazing music. Here we go. So you could help yourself to a little spot of hydration if you would like some. So let's dance with this piece here. It's a really nice tempo for just practicing through this stepping pattern. Whee! Are you ready? Okay. Here we go. So you're gonna step right and raise your left. Step, touch. Nice. Okay, let's try again. Ready? And step, touch. Step, touch, step, touch. Lovely, yes. Step, touch, 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 step, touch. Step, touch, step, touch, step, touch, step, touch, step, touch, step, touch. You can practice just with that foot pattern if you like. Step, touch. Or of course what you could do is just practice the arms. Here we go. Step, touch. Yes, well done. Everybody joining me live here. That looks awesome. Let's try again. Here we go. Step, touch, step, touch, step, touch, step, touch. Touch, step, touch. You can make those movements smaller. Touch, step, touch, step, touch, step, touch. Wow! That's amazing. Well done. Slide through your hip. Woohoo! Something to play around with. Like I say, you can place that with lots of different hand patterns. You can make the movement and the traveling steps smaller, so you travel a smaller distance. Beautiful. All right, let's move on and let's have a look at that second stepping pattern, that traveling step. One that comes from circle dances, particularly notable the circle dances of Lebanon, and the origins of the dabke, which incidentally translated means stomp. So keep that in mind as we go into this. Okay, so it's a very, very simple stepping pattern, and let's just dive straight into it, shall we? So let's step, first of all, I'm going to turn this way, and first of all, you're going to step on your right leg. You're going to step your right leg forwards, and that's going to become center. So center, you're stepping right. Then you're going to step your left foot forwards, and then you're going to step your right again, that's going to be center, and then you're going to step your left foot back. So back where you began, all the way back here. So you're kind of making this sort of, what's that called? That kind of bracket thingy that you see. Oh, what's that called? I can't think of the word. Anyway, it's like this shape here. It's like a side-on V. So we're there. So you're going to be stepping center on the right, forwards on the left, center on the right, and back on the left. So it goes 1, 2, 3, 4. You good? Is that good? You got it? Let's try again. So we got center, forwards, center, back. Center, forward, center, back. Center, forward, center, back. Center, forward, center, back. Often with this movement, this combination, the trickiest thing can be actually starting it off. So if you always just think about whatever foot you step on, that's center. So from there, you're going to come forwards, forwards, center, back, center, forwards, center, back, center, forwards, center, back, center, forwards, center, back. Now, this is it with your right leg forming the lead leg. Let's try it on the other side of the body, where your left side is the lead, shall we? Let's try. So then on this side, let's bring our hands out in an elevation, just a basic elevation if you want to. So this time we're going to step left first. It's going to be center. It's the lead leg. Ready? Here we go. I'm just going to talk to you in the mirror there. Here we go. So we're going to step center, forwards, center, back. Center, forwards, center, back. Center, forwards, center, back. Center, forwards, center, back. Ta-da! Amazing. So what you can then do once you get proficient and efficient with that is we can add traveling into that, where you take it out to one side and then out to the other. Let's have a little shot of doing that, shall we? In fact, let's play some music first of all with the step, and then we'll travel with it. Help yourselves to some hydration. Let's do that. Let's have fun with this. Here we go. Ready? And right. Center, back. Center, forward. Center, back. Center, forward. Center, back. Center, forward. Center, back. You can make those steps really big if you want to. Center, forward, center, back, center, forward. You can make them really small. Center, forward, center, back, center, forward, center, back. You can make them staccato and earthy, or you can make them very smooth and fluid. Well done. Let's try the other side. So you're going to step forwards and back. Center, forward, center, back. Woo! Wow, that was amazing. All right, so in this next sequence, then let's try traveling with it. So let me just tell you, the foot, the leg that's making the biggest movement pattern, that is the direction you're going to travel with this. So like I said, you might have done this with me before here in person, if you're lucky enough to be based in Scotland and can visit or traveling. But if not, this is like, and even if you have, it's really amazing to return to this because it is one of the fundamentals. Its history and origins go way, way back. So in terms of traveling movements, this is definitely a sequence to really relish. Okay, so let's try traveling with that. So let's try traveling this to the right. So in order to travel this to the right, it's actually your left leg that you're going to put your weight on first. So we're going to step center on our left, and right comes forwards, center, back. You could bring your hands into that L-shape elevation that we did in the last sequence. You got center, forwards, center, back, center, forwards, center, back. So what you're doing there is you're shifting your weight from your left leg into your right and back again. And each time that you do that, you're going to travel a little bit further to the right. So the main steps that are traveling are the ones where you come forwards. So definitely as you come forwards and out, this is definitely a distance picking up movement, like this. As you step in center, this is your pickup step. So there's not a huge amount of actual traveling, it's more maintaining that smooth movement in that leg. So we're forwards, together, or center. And then backwards, there's a little bit of movement, but the main traveling step is actually the forwards, although you might want to have the appearance that all of those steps are the traveling ones. If that doesn't make too much sense to you right now, it will do as you progress through your belly dance journey, so don't worry about that right now. Here we go. But what I definitely want to do in this term of belly dance for beginners is I want to give you lots to progress with. You can do it your own time, take sizable chunks. You can watch this, you can pause it, you can go back, do it again, and really progress and learn. So let's take it the other side, traveling with that. So in order to travel that way, we're going to be stepping on the right leg this time, aren't we? Because we reversed it. So this time we're going to step center on the right, and then you're going to come forwards, you're going to travel. You're going to come center, it's a pickup step, and back. There's a little bit of travel there. You've got center, forwards, center, back. Center, forwards, center, back. Center, forwards, center, back. Center, forwards, center, back. Wow, let's place that whistle. Oh, I walked away off the other end of the world there. Let's have some fun placing that with some music. And of course, what you can do with this as you progress through your belly dance journey is you can add so many different things to this movement. You can add in a full-on shimmy. Woohoo! Just to name one thing. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Take that back to the beginning of this piece. Here we are. Are you ready? So let's travel to the right first of all. So you're going to step on your left. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. You can just focus on the legs if you want to. Or if you feel to, you can bring in that elevation of arms. Remember, bend through your knees. Bring your hips in neutral. Activate through pelvic floor. Beautiful. Let's try the other direction now. I feel like you did really well there. I feel like that was gorgeous technique. Let's try the other side. Are you ready? 4, 3, 2. Step right, center, forward, center, back. Center, forward, center, back. Whee! Let's shimmy it out. Wow. And then we had that first step we did. Step, touch, step, touch, step, touch, step, touch. Wow. Bring it into center, into shimmy. Slide. Wow. Take the footing that little bit wider. Come into center. Hands come up towards the sky. Pivot out through your hips as we come down, relaxing, releasing. Gentle stretch out here. Gently coming back to center in your own time. Unwinding. Wow! Woohoo! Thank you for joining me in this session. Have a play around with those traveling patterns. I'm sure you're gonna have loads of fun with that. If you're on YouTube right now and you didn't subscribe already, if you've enjoyed this video, please feel free to join us. Hit subscribe, turn on notifications, leave a comment and a like, and we'll see you soon. Yay!